Yes, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe to the channel. You've already probably seen this tank either on the battlefield if you've been playing tier 7, 8 and 9, or videos from Meadsy, from Pushka, from Fugit, from Littlefinger, etc. But yeah, I wanted to get this one on the channel as well, the Defender Mark 1, which is a Centurion with a funky lawnmower engine in the back. And then it obviously has a 4-shot auto-loading cannon, which allows you to do stuff like this. Kill a AMX CDC, then keep that AMX AC-46 tracked in place, was then deleted by the Ferdinand. And this tank, it's a pretty good one. It has some added frontal bits, it removes the side skirts, as you can see, of the Centurion Mark 1. And if you are map aware, if you are disciplined in your shooting, if you can be patient with your reloads, then you can do very nasty stuff to other tanks, especially keeping them permatrack, because the rate of fire on the tank is really good, the inter-shell reload is pretty quick, and all in all, it has 16.2 seconds of a reload for a full magazine, provided you have a really good crew in it and all the crew skills, etc. But 2 seconds per shot, that's just great. And the turret armor really is a treat. This VK 100 OMP is pretty well armored as well. I probably should have shot that standard B. But you can see I've blocked 910 damage already with the Defender, and this map canyon seems to be made for the tank. What are you looking at then if you compare it to the other available premium tanks, the I3 Defender, the T28 Defender? This thing sits pretty much in the middle. It has really good penetration on its AP, 226 actually, and if you whip out your AP cell you go to 258, which is good, but nothing really special, because the I3 Defender has a heat shell and that one goes to 270, and the T28 Defender goes to 270 as well. But a 226 pen with 190 alpha for 4 shots in the magazine allow you to get a DPM of just under 2k. And that's really much workable. The Lorraine 40T is the obvious counterpart if you're looking at the medium autoloading premium tanks, but that one has no armor. That's a really quick tank. It has a bigger alpha per shot. It also shoots 4 shells out of its magazine, allowing it to do 900 burst damage. And you are looking at 4 times 190. So that's 400, that's 360, that's 760 burst damage. And that's good. 760 burst damage is really good. And if you are that map aware, because I had already seen this little bad chat, then you should try to shoot 1, 2, 3 shots into him and then track him in place, because he's getting trigger happy and he wants to shoot me, but he's slightly burning and then removed by the T92E1. What I'm going to do here is just go forward towards his IS-3, and then hopefully he backs off, but he then realizes I am not pushing any further. He moves forward, gets a shot into me, and I can nearly clear him. Yeah, nearly clear him. As said, you have to be map aware with this thing. I don't think it is OP. The ace bar currently is pretty high because a lot of players are playing the tank. It's also quite expensive at 15,000 gold, but that's about the norm for new tier 8 premium tanks. But luckily it's available for gold, and you can get it for free if you watch the ads on World Tanks Blitz, which give you 10 gold per advert you're watching. So that means you would need to watch 1500 ads. That's for 1500 ads. Watch them and then you can get a free tank. By the time you have these ads watched, then it is already removed from the shop probably. But technically you could get it for free. At least it is not in crates. But I keep repeating it, you have to be map aware. Take a look at what is happening to this poor IS-3 Defender. I was waiting there. I wanted to go in and then try to bait him in, because I was in a hull down position and I was willing to take 1 or 2 shots from him. But he's getting harassed by my teammates now as well. I dumped 1 shot into the ground, but the other 3 are going into him. There we go. I'll just reverse down over here. Just sit here, go forward, turn again. Just wait a little bit to keep the time running, to make my reload keep going, and then look over the edge of the rocks and shoot the Defender all once. And there we go, he is cleared by the Borsig. and then we can start working on this ISU-152. And I had already seen him come in, which means that I've already gone hull down and shooting him once more, and then he burns to death. Thank you very much, we have cleared yet another tank. As said, the ace bar is pretty high. Why is that? Well, it has a good burst potential. It has got a good gun. This is a Centurion Type C gun, which is, I think, actually the Type A gun, but then slightly different. Well, Type A, Type B, Martin, please explain. What are you talking about? Well, the Centurion, the Mark 1, can mount a 20-pounder gun, which is then the Type A barrel. You also have the Carnarvon in Tier 8, and that can mount a Type A and a Type B barrel. And the Defender obviously has the same gun, but with an autoloading mechanism, so that had to be a different gun in the game files, and that became the Type C. But if you're looking at the Type C in terms of the statistics, it is basically the Type A, but with an autoloading mechanism. The Type A gun, the single shot gun, gets a slightly better DPM. Penetration wise, alpha, that's all the same. But the Defender gets a better aim time. The Mark 1 itself gets a better dispersion, and the Defender has a bigger engine as well with more horsepower, so that has a better power to weight ratio, making it practically a better Centurion Mark 1. And the gun is to die for. As said, it has really good aim time, it has excellent dispersion and accuracy, and you can do really nasty stuff to tanks like I just did to that Comet. And it was a bit unfortunate I took that hit from the AMX M445. But as said, it is a really accurate gun with great muzzle velocity, so you can really snap in some shots. I'm going to demonstrate that here. Just peek over the ridge. Hello WZ, you are very red and you are a very strong tank, but I can shoot your lower plate, no problem whatsoever. And then, thump, there we go, straight in through the train tracks into his lower plate. That's what this tank can do, because it has two plates of added armor on the left and the right hand side of the turret, and it has a strengthened mantlet as well if you compare it to the regular Centurion Mark 1. And that front plate on the tank, that is not that much stronger, to be honest, at least on the hull, that is. But the turret, it is a lot of red if you're looking at the Centurion Mark 1, but it's even more red if you're looking at the Defender Mark 1. So yeah, this puts the Centurion to shame. And did I mention the bigger engine yet? It has a Tier 10 engine, 950 horsepower, whereas the regular Centurion gets 750. So yes, it is a great tank. It's just, as said, pretty expensive. If you're looking at the bundle they're selling with the I3 Defender and the T28 Defender and the Defender Mark 1, that one is not that bad in terms of value for money. If you have none of the Defender tanks, I maybe would go as far as recommending getting that bundle if you can shell out the amount of gold. It's about 75 euros in terms of gold, but you get 3 full-bred Tier 8 premium tanks that play pretty similar. Because of autoloaders, it is a really good tank, the T28 Defender, same as the I3 Defender. That was kind of broken when it came out first, maybe suffered a bit from power creep. And this one, the Defender Mark 1, is not bad at all. And if you're then looking at the price of that bundle, for 3 Tier 8 premium tanks, they come about at, say, 8,500 in total, which is a bit above the norm for Tier 8 premium tanks, but not bad at all. Just a single Defender Mark 1, that is a bit steep while I'm trying to shoot this M103, and that shot bounces, but I was trying to go for a track shot. Luckily he misses as well, and that means I am going for a full reload, because in that position I do not want to be there. I just don't want to be there, and I've seen my my IS5, my Tier 8 Heavy moving in as well. He's down below A cap. And that means that we can probably do some nasty stuff to this T92. He won once, yes, there we go, twice, and then he's getting shot as well by the IS5, I think. There we go, can we clear you? Yes, we can. Thank you very much. I'll just happily sit here and reload and drive forward and stay on the spot and just keep reloading. We are one tank, we've killed one tank, we are two tanks, we are 4 tanks down. Things are not looking good. But luckily, I can shoot the M103 and I get some help from T92E1. That means we have killed 3 enemy tanks now. And we can start doing some work on the Indian Panzer, for example. And this is where the nature of this Defender Mark 1 comes rolling in, because I have an autoloader. And we all know that if you have an autoloader, then in the end game, where tanks are becoming one-shots, and even if they are full health KV5s, in the end game, autoloaders are really strong. And I have to reload now, I have to reverse down the hedge, down towards the beach. I do not want to fight that KV5 head on, so I was hoping he would just dive down and then I'd be able to shoot him once. So this will do as well, once and twice. Yes, there we go. One more, 3 times, lovely, and we track him. We track him, and then my teammates whack him. Lovely stuff. Like I said, autoloaders are great for this stuff, and the Defender Mark 1 is better in that regard than the IS-3 Defender or the T-28 Defender, because they pack a bigger punch per shot. But this gun is to die for. You've seen me do that to the Panther in the beginning, to that Helsing, and now to the KV5. If you can shoot tanks like that 4 times in a row, your lesser alpha damage per shot is becoming less relevant, because you can shoot them in 8 seconds. You can unload your magazine, and you have such an accurate gun that you can keep them permatracked, and a 2-second reload between shells. This is just really nasty. Keep them permatracked, hope you have a Borsig or any big gun behind you, and then then you will do wonders. We're going to shoot this AMX once, twice again, and the T92E1 is going to finish off. And this was our ace game, and this is a bit of a shitty ace game actually, because of I played this one before it was in the shop, and I just kept the base, and apparently that gave me a lot of XP. But it showed the tank to how you should use it. Be careful with your hit points and try to shoot enemies 4 times in a row. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz, for watching. I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers, happy tanking!